This is it. This is the one that's gonna work. Jeffrey pulls out his credit card and calls the number that he sees on TV. He's gonna buy the product and it's finally gonna make him lose weight. Yes! Adonis, on the other hand, he goes to the gym a couple times a week and he eats clean. And then he does that for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. There's hot singles in my area who wanna fuck? Jeffrey gets excited. It's about time. He clicks on the advertisement to the right-hand side of Pornhub. He's ready to invest money into this. Adonis builds himself up to be a good man. He attracts women naturally. It's so expensive, but I think this is the one that's gonna work. His eyes gloss over the $1,997 course that's gonna teach him how to get rich. In just 6 easy steps, Jeffrey will be able to achieve the life that he's always wanted. Adonis understands that it takes hard work, dedication, ambition, the right mindset, the right people. He doesn't expect to get rich quickly. He makes a fantastic business that provides value for the long term. And of course, he gets wealthy because of that. There was a time when I was on a 600-calorie diet. I was a growing teenager. I must have been about 15, 16 years old. And it was actually my brother's idea. A crash low as fuck calorie diet, you know, because we had a bit of like chub around our stomachs. We weren't fat kids, but we were like the skinny fat where you have like skinny arms, but you still have like a little bit of like a neck fat, and then you've got like fatty stomach. Like you don't have like that skinny boy abs. I remember that my lunch in school for this day was like one of those boiled vegetables. Like you get the shitty pack from Mazda, which has got like some carrot, peas, sweet corn, and some like green fucking bullshit. That, and then little strips of fucking chicken. It was like 190 calorie fucking lunch, bro. Here I am going through puberty, ready to like up this bone density, get a thick neck, and I'm depriving myself of nutrients because if we reduce our calories down to as low as possible, we'll lose weight faster. And that, of course, isn't how it works. What do you think happened? I quit after one day. I literally, that was the one day, bro. I felt fucking sick in lunch, and then I was like, you know, looking like a sad motherfucker, and everyone's like, oh, come on, Hamza, you can have some of this, you can have some of this. I quit after like 4 hours of this diet, and then I started eating snacks just like normal. That was around 10 years ago, and for years after that moment, I was just on and off all these bullshit random diets that I would see online, up until I found weightlifting. And after I hit just a couple of sessions, I started envisioning what it would take to build the ultimate 10 out of 10 dream body. For some reason, my brain just worked right. For the first time ever, my brain actually was on my side and actually kind of showed me the truth. It didn't tell me, okay, go and work out as hard as possible, do a 15-hour workout every single day. It just told me, as long as you go to the gym and lift weights a couple times a week for the rest of your life, you'll build the ultimate body. This is what I looked like when I first started lifting when I was 17 years old. This is my physique now. Losers want shortcuts. They want the fastest gains possible. And you have seen this with so many people around you, and even in yourself. You see those fat, lazy, busy people who are like 40 years old and they need a personal trainer and they need the diet and everything. And a lot of them just never really make progress. Why? Because they want to lose 20 pounds in a week for the wedding. They want to, you know, fix all their problems fast. When you try to fix your problems fast, you make no progress. In fact, you sometimes reverse the progress because you get sick of overdoing it, that you almost need to go in the opposite direction for comfort. The person who really starves himself of low calories almost instantly gets so sick of that diet within just a day or two that then they go and binge eat because they need to make themselves feel good after the torture that they've just put themselves through. And why are we like this? Hollywood, the media around us. There is an event fetish, like the destination disease, where we feel like we can go on like some superhero montage and, you know, the Rocky theme song starts playing and everything's working for us. We're gonna lose so much weight. And of course, it doesn't fucking work like that. In the movies, you see the one event that the superhero goes through. He's a nerd just like us. He gets bullied, he gets picked on. You do realize that they cast characters like this to invoke that feeling of relatability inside of you, so you like this character, and then it shows you all of his problems getting solved within 10 minutes. He gets bit by the spider or some weird fucking kryptonite shit. I don't watch fucking movies, right? Some shit happens to him, and in 10 minutes it's him like, oh, look at me, I'm really strong now. Then he has the opportunity to beat up the bully, but now he's so humble within 10 minutes, and now he's like fighting the fucking big bad guy who's been practicing all of his life. That's not how life works. In real life, it takes months, if not years, to make significant progress. And if that disheartens you, you're normal, so I don't blame you. Even though you feel impatient, the truth is that time, those months and years, it's gonna pass by anyway. After it passes by, all you're left with is whether or not you actually stayed on the course. Most people get disheartened with how much time and effort it takes to make a significant difference, because you don't see changes when you go to the gym for a couple of days or even a month, but you do after years. I remember that it was almost a cringe topic of discussion when I started weightlifting, and the people who knew me found it like, you know, cringe that I was posting pictures and that I was going to the gym to make muscle. And of course, at that point, like, I didn't really make much muscle. I didn't really look that much different. But year by year, year by year, year by year, I look significantly different. And no disrespect, no insult intended to the guys that I'm talking about, but they literally look exactly the same. They look like shit. They've got the exact same physiques. My entire life did a 180 because I went to the gym a couple times a week for 7 years straight. And the truth is, I didn't really work that hard. I've been training, I've been weightlifting for 7 years. But for at least 5 of those years, I was just fucking around. I never really tried to improve my diet. My diet was trash, and I would openly say that I would eat eat so much junk food and everything. I'd skip multiple days of the gym per week, but I just didn't quit. I trusted in the process. The ball started rolling, and eventually I was able to take it really seriously. This is where that idea of the overnight success comes from. An overnight success takes years. You don't see the years leading up to their success. You just see the moment that they step into the spotlight. And that's when the losers who are looking at that spotlight, who wanted those shortcuts, that's when they look up to the person and they say, steroids, luck. There's a book that I've just started reading and it's incredibly interesting. It's about this idea of just doing the good habits, small and incrementally over years, to have such a huge difference. The book is called The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. I've been reading a summary of this book on the website Shortform. Shortform is kind of like Netflix, but for book summaries. It's like a nice productive self-improvement website. I've linked it below in the description. Scroll down right now and click on that link to read this book. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah!